Made a lot of progress with the skills-based approach app. This app takes a step from getting the skills into your app to actually using this in a responsive way. This really shows the effectiveness of the skills-based approach methodology and kind of proves that the methodology works. So you can cycle through 4 stages with skill sets and represent that for a semester with a college level student. This kind of shows a web designer and putting all his classes together. You can put them in instances. You kind of group the different subjects together in skill categories. And here I'm doing the design, like the graphic interface work that web designer needs and might have in the semester. And what a new feature is that you can swipe through the actions now, either mark them complete or delete them. If you mark them complete, you can save them for later and choose whether or not to store that action online. So you can access it later for a portfolio or a resume. It kind of helps you stack the credentials. Here are the other instances where I kind of put all the interpersonal skills that a web designer might need, like team building and Scrum, and do the same. Just kind of swipe through the set to what I'm working on. I could always choose to view the whenever I action and see what's there, or again I can mark them complete or delete. I choose the gestures. I decide when you swipe left or right what it means, and this is for the stages, the archiving, which I'll show you later, in the home interface. And swiping is also part of the skills, and we'll look at that in a little bit. So here I'm working on kind of the actual web, what a web designer might actually do on the job, programming different websites, and if that's what the interest is or focus of the degree is working on. And then I have my quant, where I do the math and heavy programming, computational thinking, all the different skills related to more of the theory behind the work. And again, work through the different tasking. It's really simple, easy to do. Swipes makes a lot of sense. I just got to get the get the actions in there, and kind of showed that in the previous couple videos. If you need to see them for a refresher, understand how this works. If I show all the actions, I get to see all the actions in a category of all the instances put together, so I can see all my actions together if that's helpful. I can see them by skill, and I can do the same swiping with the skills. If I want to remove skills, my skill set that I'm working on, I just swipe left to left, either archive them or delete them. Here they're archived. If I can choose to restore them if I need them. So it keeps all my refreshing in Fluent, my skill set. These are the actions I mark completed. You can see what stages they're from, the title, and I can choose to restore them if I might need it to put it back into my tasking or skill set. I can delete them if I don't need them anymore. There might be notes or something I don't really need, or I can choose to store them. And I can swipe through this set too and choose which action, what the different swipes mean. And the storing is important because it puts it online, so that it stores it in a bigger repository that I might be able to access later. They might be useful for me for a portfolio or resume. So what I do is I back up my work from my app. Now when I go online, it's all there. All my instances are there. My skills are there. And here are all my actions. I can see each of the skill, the stage, the title, what I'm working on, what it was. And I can see how it was how it's stored, whether it's stored on my app and the web or just the web. And if it's just on the web, when I restore, it won't appear on my app anymore, but it'll stay online. Give this a try. Made a lot of progress. www.skillsbasedapproach.com. You can download it from Google Play, com.skillsbasedapproach.